curtain, simply curtain, it rises to the stage. Silly games of
I said I hate to interrupt them, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Hey, y'all, this is 1100 WSGI, interrupting my Ridgetop Ramblers as they sing us in from one street over. Somebody asked me the other day, what is your thing? It's one street over. Yeah, that's the theme song. It's a long story, but it's a perfect song to kind of introduce us to the idea of, hey, man, what's going on one street over from where you live? We need to know that. We need to know what's happening with our neighbors, and, a good way to do it is this show, and I'm very blessed to be a part of it. Thank you for being here with me. Again, this is 1100 WSGI. I'm U-Turn LaVern, and in the studio with me, my old friend Tammy Perko is in. Lee Marie, and I'll introduce you in a minute, but Tammy and I go way back. Lee Marie's like, well, I'm going to have Tammy Perko come in. She's with, I'm like, I know exactly who she is. But now you brought a new friend. This is Pastor Chad Phelan. Did I say it right? You got to be on that microphone. Tammy warned you now. That's got to be right in front of you. You got to move your papers over and talk right into the front of that.
Yes.
Tip it up right there. So I have to do my students the same way. Turn it up to where you're talking right into, there you go. There you go. Talk right into the front of that microphone. I teach audio video at Greenbrier, and my kids, trying to get them on those microphones where they can speak up. So you guys are with the Ebenezer Baptist Church. Now, I know there are a lot of Ebenezer churches out here. We're part of Ebenezer Broadcasting, which is the Spanish Ebenezer Church here in Springfield. But you guys are the one in Greenbrier that's been around 150 years. Oh, my goodness. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. So
good morning.
Good morning. Now y'all gonna have to come on. You gonna have to say more. I tell the kids when I say hello, your response is supposed to be like a minute or two of like, hey, how you doing? It's just a beautiful day. You just start prattling on and talking and all of those things. But you guys are here specifically. Now we do have Gina Head coming in. She's going to be promoting the run that is a memorial for her son that was tragically killed in. I believe hit by a drunk driver, if I'm not mistaken, but she'll give us all those details. That's coming up. But for the first half hour of the show, we want to talk about some of the things you guys have got going on at your church, because it is a 150-year anniversary. Oh, my goodness.
That's right. Can you believe it?
That's crazy. That is a long. How long have you been there? Did you grow up there?
Yes, I've been there since day one, so almost 60 years.
Wow. So you were born into that church.
Yeah, fifth generation. Cool. Well, let's see. I'm the fifth. I think Thomas is the seventh generation.
How cool. And
around in there, all of us. So, yeah.
Yeah, Thomas is her son that helps me so much in audio video. Yeah. We love you, brother. Thank you so much. Now, Pastor, how long have you been a part of the congregation?
I've been there 6.5 years. It'll be 7 years, July the 2nd.
Okay. Well, what do you think?
Great church.
Great church, of course. Absolutely. I know a lot of the folks there, and it is a great congregation. Your old worship leader. Who's your worship leader now?
Right now we're looking.
Okay, because you had a fabulous one, and he got pulled away, but he came in here a couple of times when he was your worship leader.
Anaya, yep.
Yeah, Anaya, and he was just, something else. But y'all have got a reputation for amazing worship. I mean, the praise and worship stuff. And so I know y'all will land a wonderful one. So
we got a lot going on this year. So to lead us up to our homecoming. So, yeah.
So what is the date of the homecoming? The big 150th anniversary?
August the 4th.
August the 4th. So you guys are going to have to come back in and talk about that again. Yeah. We're going to have to keep promoting that because and this is kind of a save the date, August the 4th. Be sure and put that on your calendar because you're going to want to be a part of this. And everybody, if you had any affiliation with the Ebenezer Baptist Church, Greenbrier, Ebenezer Baptist Church, 150th homecoming. Oh man, that's going to be cool. So y'all come on back in and we'll talk more about that. But today we're promoting your Valentine
banquet. That's right.
So what's going on with that?
So our Valentine banquet is going to be on Saturday, February the 10th at 5 o'clock. Go to run about 7. Really excited. We have She's My Sister. The girls are coming to sing. Yeah, the Brown girls are coming to sing. Basically, it's by donation only. We don't have a price to charge. Everyone's welcome to come in. We'll have a few drawings for prizes, good music, and good food and fellowship.
I love it. So so we don't have to, it's not potluck. Nope. Y'all are feeding us?
We're feeding you.
Oh, do we need to kind of RSVP so you kind of know how many to prepare for? Or
we always fix more food.
Okay. You just always
We
are
always
ready.
fix a lot more, right?
Okay.
It's going to be spaghetti. We'll have spaghetti, chicken fettuccine, salads, fondue bar. We're going to do a chocolate fondue bar, yeah, and then
that's
desserts
fun.
and salads and stuff. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that just sounds so fun. And is it what's the attire? Should I dress up or can
Nope.
I no? Come in a t-shirt
Casual.
and everything.
Come casual.
Just come comfortable.
Now we'll have a photo op. So if you want to get a picture with your sweetie or by yourselves or with your friend, you don't have to bring a sweetie.
All right, right.
So we'll have a photo. You can get pictures and stuff taken.
Okay, so
you wanna get
give me the particulars on that again and the time
Okay, it's going to be on Saturday, February the 10th,
before Valentine's.
right, 5 to 7. And it's at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Greenbrier. And we'll have She's My Sister's, the ones performing.
What time? So how are you going to structure it? Is it going to be you come in and have dinner and then they're going to perform?
Yes,
or
yes.
That's usually I've kind of figured out. Everybody's kind of settled, nice and full, set back. And what you said it was going to go until what time? To what time?
Till 7, 5 to 7.
5 to 7. Yeah, because you got to get everything cleaned up for church the next day.
Well, we're doing it
know,
we're doing it a little different this year. Last year, we had a lot of people that wanted more salad and some people that didn't want salad that wanted spaghetti. So we're going to kind of do like stations. Like if you want a salad, this is where you go. If you want spaghetti, this is a station. So we're kind of going to set it up a little different than what we did last time. So yeah.
Is this so? The last time is this only like the second one you've done, or is this an annual event?
Do an annual event.
It is an annual event, so you guys are fun. I love it. Y'all have stuff going on up there all the time.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of stuff. I have more stuff coming too. February. I really want to promote this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because this is our first time we've ever done this. It's hard to plan something with a mom and a son, an activity to do. So this is gonna run ages 4 years old to 5th grade. So basically, it's going to be Nerf and Nacho. So what does that mean? So you bring your Nerf weapons. It can be one of the long ones or one of those big weapons, Nerf guns, I guess you could say, or should I say that? We'll supply the ammunition. So moms and sons get to have a Nerf war.
Oh, fun.
And nachos.
I love that.
So yeah, this is our first time trying that. So that's February the 24th from 6 to 7:30.
Okay.
Saturday night.
Well, and that's perfect because, you being a boy mama like me, you're always trying to find that. And that is one thing that, trying to find things for kiddos to do with their moms, the boys and stuff. And I mean, we had, we had a big box at Christmas that they unwrapped and it was full of guns and Nerf, all this stuff. And we had a Nerf war in my little house. It was a blast. It was awesome. My little grandkids, I thought they were going to lose their mind. They're like, oh, of course, safety glasses, for my little ones. But yeah, it's a fun time. If you've never been a part of a Nerf war, you just don't know what you're missing. Some of the best ones that we've ever had been in the church with the youth group.
Right.
And I mean, we find those little bullets everywhere.
I know.
It's like,
months later, they're still around. Yeah. So that's coming. So that's one good thing.
The date again on that.
That is going to be February the 24th.
Okay.
From 6 to 7:30.
And that's on a Saturday.
That's on a Saturday.
Perfect.
Right after dinner. But yeah, you can have, nachos to munch on because you're going to be running around. We'll have a little devotion in there too when we switch,
Okay.
We'll, so we've got that going on. That's, something to do. I hope that people will come and enjoy.
Very good.
Yeah. I had a lady at church goes, well, my kids would love to do it. What's the age limit? I said 5th grade. She goes, darn. I mean, they were in their 30s. I was like, no, you can't bring
grown
no
men.
big boys. No big boys.
Oh, how funny. That's great. That's funny.
Yeah. And then we have, Easter will be coming up. That's March this year instead of April. It's back. It's the 31st. But we're going to have we'll have an Easter egg hunt around the 23rd, the Saturday, a week before. So that's something else we have going on. And that'll again will run, all the way up to 5th grade. Okay. So we'll put more of that stuff out there. But then, you can't forget your daddy and daughters, Still, you got to do that. So that's coming up April the 6th. And again, that's going to be on a Saturday. And that's from 6 to 7:30. We're going to do daddy and daughter craft night. Okay. So they'll make a craft and they'll get to decorate cookies. So they'll have cookies instead of nachos. So do something a little different.
I love that.
So that's a couple of things that we have, very exciting coming up to get the kids and the parents together where they can do something and we'll have everything there for you. You just bring yourself and you're good.
I love it. It's a great congregation. Tell them the address.
It is 6028 Ebenezer Road.
Can't miss it. Going through Greenbrier. So, what do you say, Pastor? Anything you want to chime in on that? She's got it down. I mean, she grew up there, so She's your go-to. Is she the person when you first got here? You're like, well, I'll go ask Tammy. Right?
She is. She takes care of all of our publicity.
Yes. Oh, I know. She's very good
Got
at it.
everything going on. Mm-hmm. She's also our treasurer, so we're blessed.
Yeah, I know her well. But so, what do you have anything you want to chime in on any of those events? Do you have one that's your favorite, or you can't say that? I know
My favorite's homecoming. My favorite's all of them. So
Yeah.
it'll be a good time. But we do have 2 concerts coming up. April the 11th, we're going to have Tribute Quartet come in. American Top Gospel is our promoter, and they just come in and use our church for different concerts throughout the year. So April the 11th, we have the Tribute Quartet, and June the 20th, the Mark Trammell Quartet will be there also on June the 20th.
Okay. Well, that's one thing Lee Marie mentioned in the text she sent me. She goes, they have the best concerts. And and when did y'all start doing that? Is that something that's been going on for a while?
It's been going on a little bit. We started promoting it a little bit more last year. We had the Inspirations twice last year. Mm-hmm. God's good. He's blessed us.
Yeah. And this is the Southern Gospel stuff, guys. And I mean, and that's one thing we've been playing a lot of Southern Gospel on this radio station lately. And we'll play contemporary Christian too, but there's several in the genre of music. You've got to, there's all kinds. There's all kinds. And Christian is the same way. Just like you have all kinds of, different genres in the secular, you do on the Christian side too. And, there's bluegrass gospel and, just good old Southern gospel and the contemporary. So does your stuff lean more towards Southern gospel, or do you have a little bit of the bluegrass gospel in there? How does, because have you had any contemporary Christian shows come in?
No.
Not that I know. It's
Okay.
mainly been Southern Gospel.
Right.
We like to get together. We'll have whoever.
Sure.
We're not,
It's like, hey, if it's Jesus, come on.
That's right.
Right?
we just want
you
to
go.
praise God together. But no,
Yeah.
T. Tom Rawls was in our church for years, and he's got a church there in Greenbrier. But whenever he needs a place that's a bigger facility, he uses ours. We're a great place to host concerts. We've got the elevator in back. We've got plenty of parking. We've got our sanctuary will fill for the size of concerts we do.
Yeah.
And usually whenever we do those, the doors will open at 5:30. We ask for a $10 suggested donation. And there will be a love offering taken, but understand nobody's going to be turned away. If you want
Right.
to come, you're more than welcome.
You just a little bit lean this month. Come on and just be a part of it.
Our concerts normally start at 7:00. So
And it goes all over. I mean, people calling, Winter Haven, Florida, lady calling and asking the times and where to stay. I mean, we was able, the
Really?
last concert, they let us stream it. So I put out there, hey, make sure you're on Facebook. And this lady, I am watching from Winter Haven, Florida. So,
that's
it's all
fun.
over. A lot of these different quartets have major followings, as we know. And,
I love that.
we can't do that all the time. We have to ask. But this last time we were very fortunate they let us stream it. So
I love it. Yeah, and that's the thing. They want you to come and see them. They want you to support what they do. A lot of them, doing that is part of their, livelihood, and you want to support them. So, well, very good. So, man, y'all got a crowded calendar. Did y'all get everything out there? We'll go back over it. But did you get all the ones on your list and your list?
yes.
So, talk to me then about when y'all actually have your normal worships. So what is the time frame on that? Because yes, come to these events, but if you're looking for a home congregation, I can vouch for, I know this lady, and I'm sure she, that you're wonderful too. I don't know you yet, but I'm sure you're wonderful. But, just a great family, great reputation this congregation has. So what are the times as far as your normal services?
we meet on Sundays. We have Sunday school from 9 to 10, and then we have worship. Preaching, and singing is from 10 to 11.
Okay.
Now, during that time, we have children's church, too. So the children's come up, and he does a little sermon with the kids, and then we take them down. And we have our little children's church. So
Our big focus right now is we're trying to shift everything family-oriented. So we do have a little children's service that goes on. We'll pull our children out during the main part of the service. But if you look at our events, everything we're going to right now is doing our best to have things for the entire family. So whenever you come, you'll be made to feel welcome. And we'll try to include some family things throughout all of it.
I love it. Well, because if we don't, bring along the kids, man, it's not going to be long till our churches are going to be empty. you know. And so I mean, that's we've just got to focus on that, and I love that. Do you have a Wednesday night service?
Yes, 7 o'clock.
What does that look like? How's that structured?
On Wednesday nights, you would come. We have a couple of ladies who will teach our children.
Okay.
We've got a youth group that pull away. And then in one of our bigger Sunday school classrooms, we'll meet and we'll go over our prayer time. And then after that, there's a Bible study that kind of ensues. Usually we look at the Psalms, and what we want to do on Wednesday night is do our best. It's midweek. It's a lift me up. It's a time where we try to get into the Psalms and deal with some life issues, some struggles that we're having in the middle of the week to just kind of help you get along, help you push through the rest of the week.
Okay. Well, and that's the thing. I honestly and truthfully, when I am, well, I'm real faithful on Wednesday night, and that is I don't know. You just need that little, push to get you through to Sunday, from Sunday to Sunday, right?
On our first Wednesday nights of the month, we do what's called Missions Night.
Okay.
So our men's group meet, our women's group meets, our children's group meet, and then we'll get together at that time also, and we'll have a meal. That's usually whenever we have our meal is that first Wednesday night. Whenever we do that, the meal is at 6:00, and Wednesday night would be 7. Wednesday night would be 7.
Okay.
So
you do a meal once a month.
yes,
Once a month. Is that something that's a potluck, or do you?
that's a potluck meal.
Okay.
And then we just had a soup and sandwiches and a game night this past Sunday night. We try to do at least once a month some kind of event to where it's family oriented, or these are children's events that she talked about. We'll have complete church events, social events, concerts. We'll have game nights. We've got
Cookouts. We have ice cream suppers. All three. This is throughout the year. We do all that.
So-
all ages. I mean, now we break up. We'll do like senior adults. And for at least once a month, something for them. Like they try to go. In the past, they've been trying to go off one month and then do something in the church, so that some of them can attend one or both.
Our senior adults are called teenagers. So
Say that again.
teenagers.
Keen?
They're not teenagers anymore. They're keen-agers.
Teenagers. Why keen? I'm trying to figure
Our
it out.
pastor from about 30 years ago, her wife came up with that name, and it just stuck with it.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what's keen have to do. I don't.
Because you're sharp and keen, I
You're
guess.
keen. Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
Been around the block.
Okay. Teenagers. Okay. That works. You're keen. Okay.
So-
Now I get it. Go ahead.
With that group, we've gone to the Creation Museum. We'll go out to eat 2 or 3 times a year. One of the last ones we went to was Patty's Restaurant.
Oh, I'm quite familiar.
So
I'm from the LBL, Land Between the Lake region, so that's where I'm from.
but we do our best to get our group out. We've gone to the State Museum downtown Nashville, but we try to keep everyone as active as we can. And then, whenever we do these events, we'll have a devotion. We have prayer time. There's a reason why we're getting together, but we want to promote Christian people getting together, having those social interactions, and we want to focus on total health, religious, physical health, getting out, exercising, walking, but mental health also, and especially with being shut up and people not being able to get out, we want to make sure we take time to get our shut-ins out to where we get as many people out as we can, just to have fun in the Lord and praise God together.
Yeah, for sure. And, talking about the importance of mental and physical health, man, when you're just, if you get older, that's one of the biggest struggles we had, with my mom before she passed away is, she had health issues, and trying to just get her out and keep her involved, because if you don't, you're just there's not much quality of life there.
And we're very fortunate too. Our vacation Bible schools, that we do in the summer, we can still have it during the day, because a lot of my senior adults are basically the ones that's helping and run vacation Bible school. So I never have to worry. I mean, some just will come and pick up the trash at the end of the day just to help, because they want to do something, or they'll come and sit to make sure, security, that everything's okay. So they're always willing to help, and we're very fortunate for that.
Y'all usually do a big vacation Bible school. What's the time frame on that?
That's the first week in June, so it'll be, I think it's the 3rd through the 7th this year.
3rd through the 7th. Is
think-
it
I don't
prior to
check.
summer school starting?
It's-
Because I know we have
It's
summer
always
school.
the first week of summer school is what we end up going. So yeah, it's the 3rd
Yeah.
through the 7th, and then we do a family night on Friday night the 7th at 6:30. So
Save
yeah.
the date. When you start hearing about these VBSs that are around, there's not a better way for your kids to engage through the summer. And I tell this, I think I told this actually yesterday, that some of my, and this is high school students, but I have the movie posters throughout my room and come back from summer and I said, okay, pick a movie and write about it and relate it to your summer. And too many of them picked Home Alone.
Oh really?
You know, and there's just no reason for your kids. I mean, because you could get the teens involved; they could help.
They
with
do. They
VBS.
help.
Do you have a lot of teen volunteers that help?
We have a lot of teams, and also, these kids in high school got to have those hours. So it's amazing how they come out of the woodwork.
They got to get those volunteer hours for Tennessee Promise.
That's right. So I never have to
And
worry
Baby
about
Club
that. I
and-
never have to worry about it. And like I said, that's why I have a lot of events, and I'm letting them. I'm not going to turn them away. That may be the only time some of the youth are in church. And I'm not going to turn them away. They can come and help and learn with crafts or recreation or something. With the kids. But we have also expanded to adult VBS. It surprised me. We did that about 4 or 5 years ago, how many adults in my congregation that didn't go to vacation Bible school, because I was, always been in vacation Bible school. So we do that. The month is Sunday nights through May from 4 to 6. That's with the youth. The youth is there and the adults are there.
Okay.
Because they're working in vacation Bible school, and it's a long day if you do it. If I did it the first year, we were there about 12 hours, and it was a little crazy. So we've kind of broken that up. So we do the adult and the youth, and basically we do crafts. We have snacks. The adult does the same thing as like the little kids.
But it's structured where it's over a period of weeks.
Yeah, we do it over. Yeah, we end it with a
Okay.
cookout on Memorial Day weekend is what we
fun.
do. So, and then we go outside and have a big kickball tournament and stuff like that, and
How
lawn
fun.
games.
What
So,
a fun congregation you guys have got. Oh my gosh. So I tell you, let's what are we forgetting, Pastor? Anything?
I want to give a shout out. Cedar Hill Baptist Church has a fish fry coming up. That's the annual fish fry. That's this Friday night. But also Harvest Baptist Association is what we're a part of. One of the things that we're focusing on is church planting. Bethlehem Baptist Church planted Ebenezer Baptist Church.
Really?
Ebenezer Baptist Church planted First Baptist Church Greenbrier. Greenbrier First Baptist Church planted First Baptist Church Ridgetop. We want to get back to the roots. We want to get back and talk about planting new churches, seeing new growth in our community as all of these people are moving in. We also want to come alongside existing churches and help them. So if there is a church that's struggling, we want to be able to help you. We want to be able to love on you. We want to be able to work with you. You can talk to me. You can talk to Rob Burdett with the Harvest Baptist Association. You can talk to any of the pastors of the Southern Baptist churches here. We want to come alongside and help other churches. If there's something that you're struggling with, we want to have pastors that will reach out. If someone in my congregation, please, reach out to me, reach out to someone on my staff, one of my deacons, one of my church ministry leaders. Tammy also leads our children's ministry. We have Larry Cantrell's been there for over 20 years. He leads our youth ministry. We've got a fabulous lady in the office who makes sure everything works named Brenda Kelch. So reach out. We want to be able to help, and we want to help other churches. So if you're looking for a church home, you say, well, you know what? I like your church, but I'm looking for something a little bit different. Hey, please reach out. We want you to feel like you can be a part of a church. And if you decide, I don't want to be a part of Ebenezer, there's other churches in the area. The Methodist Church in Greenbrier, Jason Wilkerson is fabulous. He's a wonderful person, wonderful pastor. So we also do throughout the year, we'll get together and we'll have a baccalaureate. And then we also do a community Thanksgiving service, and that rotates every year. So, as I said, we want to make sure that we're intentionally focusing on missions, intentionally reaching out into our community and doing things in the community, to help people that are struggling, or just to have a place where people can come and grow in the Lord.
Well, you mentioned Jason. That's my optometrist. So the same one, right?
Same Jason.
Yeah. I knew he was preaching, but I didn't know where. So
Yeah, that community service is not just Baptist churches. It's a Methodist.
It's everybody.
It's the whole community.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. Oh, that's wonderful. But so if guys, if you don't have a church, what are you thinking? You need to be a part of a congregation. And it's just, we've got so many out there that are just not connected anymore. And I can't say, I can't live life without my church family. If you have not found a church, go and visit Ebenezer and Ebenezer Baptist Church up in Greenbrier. They've got some great events coming on. So let's go ahead and highlight your events. I see Gina out there. So let's go ahead and highlight your events again. Let's go back through them. We want to especially say save the date for your big your big homecoming, and that is on August 4th. So that is the 150th. That's a big deal. 150th year homecoming. So you want to be sure and save the date for that. We'll have you guys back again before that. And then you can talk about VBS and all that as well. But you've got your Valentine's stuff coming up. So let's promote the stuff that's coming up right away.
So Valentine Banquet, February the 10th from 5 to 7. She's My Sister will be our special guest singing for us. Like
wonderful.
I said,
Wonderful.
We've got the food, come, casual, however you want to come. We'll be there. We'll have food for you. Donations only is all we're asking for your food. And the other big thing I want to promote right now is Mom and Son Night, which is Nerf and Nachos, and that's February the 24th, and that's going to be from 6 to 7:30. So that's what's going on the month in February. But I just want to challenge all the ones as I was growing up that was in the youth choir, people that's gotten married and moved off, or they've just moved or changed churches. Just come back and make it homecoming. Feel like you're coming home for a special event for our homecoming.
And when is the next concert? The concert series that you do, when do you have a concert coming up?
April the 11th, Tribute Quartet. April the 11th, Tribute Quartet.
And this is something that, again, Lee Marie, that's something that she came in and saw a show, and that's how she kind of became familiar with the congregation. But they've got these shows that are going to be, how many shows do you think you'll do this year? Do you have all of them on calendar, or you just whenever it pops up, whenever there's a need? Whenever
it pops up and there's a need for a larger building, normally
like
D-Time will call and we'll go that way. So,
okay. Anything we're missing?
I think that's it. What we got going on?
Well, and invite them to your services on Sunday again, one more time, and the times and all of that on Sunday and Wednesday, your normal stuff.
Everyone's welcome to our Sunday school. Starts at 9:00. We'll have donuts and coffee at 9:00, and then a time of get together and work through scripture, and then our worship service starts from 10 to 11. If you would like to come and be a part of that, on Sunday nights we do things that we'll kind of spotlight here and there. So nothing just normal on Sunday night. And then Wednesday nights at 7:00 is a time of prayer and Bible study. And then on the first Wednesday night is our missions night.
Awesome. And everybody is welcome. Want you to get you to come out and be a part of what you have going on at Ebenezer Baptist. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming in. And I got choked up just as we're getting ready to say goodbye. But we want to continue to invite you to come out to their congregation. Excuse me. And we got Gina Head coming in here now, and she is going to, I'll let y'all make the switch and just y'all head out and let her come in. They have a run that they do to remember her son, and that was tragically killed. But we're going to talk to her about all the things you can do. Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you later. Nice to meet you, and see you soon, Tammy. And we'll let her come on in here, and while she's getting set, let's talk about one of our sponsors. Let's talk about Cumberland Connect. Do you want to get connected with high-speed internet? Well, of course you do. If you are a Cumberland Electric customer, good news. You're going to be able to do that. It is not going to be, I'm going to get you right here, Gina. Get on this microphone. But it's not going to be long until everybody will be connected. They are getting very, very close to having the service available for every one of their customers. It is powered through Cumberland Electric. So if you are a Cumberland Electric customer, you will have access eventually, if you haven't already. And man, it's really, check it out. If you think you don't have it, just give them a call. 800-987-2362, 800-987-2362, or you can go to cumberlandconnect.org, put in your address, and it'll tell you probably that they're already there. You just need to schedule an appointment to get it all hooked up, or they'll let you know how soon they're going to be getting to you, getting real close to full connectivity for everybody. So just get on out there and check out what we have going on with Cumberland Connect, high-speed internet. I'm in the gig club. $80 will get you a gig. I've got high-speed internet that I never dreamed that I would have because I have had poor connectivity for so long. A lot of my friends that had even worse connection than I did. It is a huge problem because it's a utility now. And our internet has replaced our phone lines. You need it. And because it is a utility, they have a program called the Affordable Connectivity Program. So if you're somebody that needs help financially, you can apply. And if you qualify, you could get up to $30 per month for broadband services. And they have programs starting at just $30 per month. Can't beat it. CumberlandConnect.org, CumberlandConnect.org, or that phone number again, 800-987-2362, 1-800-987-2362. Please always let them know that you turned sensitive. Gina's here in the house, and Miss Lee Marie is correcting me. Last name Heber. Hey, go ahead and pull that microphone right there to you. And this is something that I don't know. Okay, because see, I've known about this for a while and known that it went on because there's a sign on 49
at the creek
that is in memory of your son. So, what happened to your son?
He was killed by a drunk driver, basically impaired driver, as he was going to school at Austin P on Madison Street.
Oh my!
At around 7:40 in the morning on February 3rd, 2012.
God bless you. Just every parent's nightmare. I was people, the U-turn LaVern thing for you guys who are new to this area, they're like, why do you, I was a traffic reporter for 28 years. And the most dangerous thing you do is get behind the wheel of your car, not because of the way you drive, but because of the way other people drive. And I've been hit twice by a drunk driver. I was in a really bad car accident in 4th grade. We fortunately walked away from, we were able to leave. My mother was seriously injured, and then I got rear-ended really badly by, I cannot say enough about being impaired in driving. And I'm so sorry it cost you your precious son.
And impaired is a lot of different things.
Truly it is.
This person was drunk. He was drunk. He was sleep deprived, and he had other drugs in his system.
Wow.
And had worked all night. I guess the ironic thing, I don't know if you call it ironic, but he had worked at Electrolux night shift, driven to Clarksville, back, and then that morning had dropped some children off. He and his wife had dropped children off, and then was on Madison Street, and we don't know what was going on in the car, why he came across the line into Tyler's Lane or what exactly, other than the impairments that was going on, but hit Tyler head on.
Oh, I'm just so sorry. And I just can't say enough about it because I see the sign and I just had never, I knew that it was, it was a car accident and I knew it was, I just didn't know the details. So I just, my heart goes out to you. I'm a mother of 4 sons, so I feel you. I've had phone calls where my one kid was in a really bad car accident, but praise the Lord, he walked away from it.
Right.
But I just can't imagine. So, when did you decide to do the memorial? Because that's the thing. You lose somebody tragically, you don't want people to forget them.
No, you don't.
So you've done the things to make sure people know who he is and what his life was like.
Yes.
And so this is the 12th annual.
Yes.
What made you think to do this? What made you think to do the run?
Well, partly because of we could do it here close, and a lot of people knew Tyler. And then the other part is that Abby, his sister, and his dad Chuck are avid runners. They've done marathon.
Okay.
They've done marathons, and this is a fun run. I mean, it's not a timed event, but it is really the first one, usually in the new year.
I gotcha.
And people come and do it. Chuck will time or have a timer set up, for people to time, or avid runners usually time themselves,
Sure.
And then we just have a lot of people who are just friends, family, and just want to come and do a 5K walk. If they want to run a little bit, they can run a little bit. If they don't walk the whole thing, they can. If they don't want to walk all of it, they can turn around halfway and come back, you know.
Right.
But it's just, it raises monies for a scholarship, an ag scholarship in Tyler's name at APSU that we established, and it also raises money for Crohn's and colitis research because Tyler had Crohn's and colitis the last 8 years of his life.
Okay.
And that's the scholarship at Austin P is endowed now, so we have it endowed. So I think after this year, it can live on its own interest.
Wonderful!
You know, when you get an endowment, it has to be set aside for 3 years before you can take any money out of it. So the 5K had to take care of the scholarship for those 3 years.
Gotcha.
That it was drawing that money, but after that, it can live on its own. But you know, and there's been so much research that has evolved. I wish Tyler was here to be able to have had the opportunity to maybe help with his Crohn's and colitis because he suffered with it. No one would ever know that.
Right.
He never let anybody. He didn't let it stop him.
Yeah.
At all.
And that is something that I have got people who I know and find out that they struggle with that, and I'm baffled. And when you learn a little bit more about it, it's very debilitating.
It is, and it's hard to find out really why it occurred in your body. Yeah. There's 3 different ways. One of them is bacterial. That can be ruled out pretty quickly. The other is hereditary. You can rule that out or rule it in, or there's environmental.
Interesting. Yeah, because there was a young man that went to school with my children, and I ran into his parents, and he was just realizing that that's what was going on with him, and it was so debilitating. Young, very healthy, just absolutely vibrant, and then it just all of a sudden just hit him like a brick.
Right,
and trying to sort through it all, it's something else now.
Yeah, when Tyler was first diagnosed, he spent I can't remember now if it's 10 to 13 days in the hospital in Vanderbilt when he was first diagnosed. So
where did he go to school?
Springfield.
He was at Springfield. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so the scholarship that you have that's in his memory, how do you award that? Is it for a Springfield student?
Robertson County. Robertson
okay.
County and Hardin County. I grew up in West Tennessee. So a Hardin County student could come up here and at Austin P and receive a ag scholarship as well. There could be 2 a year, but so far there's only been kids from Robertson County that have applied for it.
Okay.
And they apply for it, and then the APSU ag department, they pretty much choose. I don't have anything to do with choosing who gets it. They just let me know.
Okay. So if is it too late to submit for this year? Mm-mm. When do you take submittals on that? Because I know some kiddos that might be interested. In this
I'll have to make sure and contact. Or they can contact APSU, and Vonda Saint-Amant is the one who basically kind of keeps in contact with me with advanced placement down there at Austin P, and she will know all the details of that.
Okay, if you can send that to me, because as a teacher, I mean, I'm not in the ag program, but Miss Hardin is, and she I'm sure she's aware of it. I'm sure all of your ag teachers and things across the board are aware of it, and the things. I'm stunned at how big the agricultural programs are. I mean, we have 2 dedicated ag teachers at Greenbrier, and I don't know what they have at Springfield and the other schools, but this is a rural area. I grew up in part of Future Farmers and all of that, and I grew up in a farming community, and we have nothing like what they have now.
Yeah.
Small animal science, and I mean, just all kinds of stuff, and it's a fascinating program.
It is.
So if somebody maybe is wanting to be a veterinarian, they go into this kind of thing, and this could be a launch for them.
Yes, it could.
Yeah.
And sometimes if we don't have someone that has applied, that maybe someone's in the agricultural program and they've received it maybe once before, or they've never received it. Sometimes they will ask us if we are okay with giving them the scholarship, like a senior needed help in their last year. And our goal is to graduate agricultural students. Mm-hmm. And, we allow that to happen too when there's not someone who has applied for the scholarship.
Right. And, that's one of the things too that I'm learning. how many scholarships are out there that people aren't even aware of. You just have to get these seniors looking at this stuff, because there's a lot of opportunity out there for them, and this is a great one. So if somebody wants to participate in the run, give me all the particulars, exactly how this one is happening this year, where, and all the background there.
It will be Saturday, February 3rd.
Okay, that's this Saturday, y'all.
This Saturday.
That's why we had to get you in here when we was like, get in here this week.
At Travis Price Park, we'll be at the first pavilion just as you come in.
Okay.
We have some registration forms. We used to have a fee. Now we just have a donation. And just because we've got the main reason we went to that is because we've got the scholarship endowed, and we're just asking people to donate. That will help, with the two causes, and to help us remember Tyler and his name and what he loved to do.
I love it. Well, so you got the T-shirts, though. Are you going to have T-shirts for sale, or do you get one for
You get one for participating.
Well, you got to contribute then.
Yeah.
Don't come up there and not do something, because those T-shirts cost money.
So registration will start at 8:00.
Yeah.
And the run will start at 9.
Okay. So, and about how long does it take? I haven't participated in runs. I don't know.
I think we usually get out of there about 11 o'clock. I mean, the runners, they're done and they're finished and they leave. I mean, you can come and go, you can hang out and talk to people and whatever,
Is it on the Greenway?
Yeah.
Okay.
We go from Travis Price Park to Legion, and go across the bridge. We'll have a cone set up there at North Main Street. You turn around and come back. We don't cross any streets, so we don't have to close streets. And you just come back to the same place that we started.
Okay, wonderful. And this is kicking off the running season, and pretty much, you guys get it started, and I think Casa kind of wraps it up with the Boo Bash Dash. So there's like a season of, I don't think there's one after that. I don't think so. If you guys are the first one, and then there's just the different runs and things. We'll have to get a runner in here that I'm sure they know all about them.
Yeah.
So do you do any medals or anything?
We don't do any medals. So I think sometimes Chuck will have some little prizes for some of the avid runners that want to keep their time and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what he has planned for this year for that, but we just they get their T-shirts, and everybody loves our T-shirts that we have. I have gotten here lately from Amy DeBerry. And
that's a beautiful job.
And it's the soft style T-shirts. Everybody loves them. Everybody loves to wear them, and year round. And that's what I think, that's the main thing. Tyler's name is out there year round.
Isn't that wonderful?
And his name is down here at the creek. And we also have with the help of Mayor Joe Pitts now, he was Representative Joe Pitts and Senator Kerry Roberts, we got a memorial sign program established. And if you go down on Madison Street, you can see the very first one that was put up with Tyler's name on it. And you just kind of have to Google Tyler Head Memorial Program, or Tyler Head Law, I think is what it is. But it's a memorial sign program where a family member, if there is a conviction, if they have a family member killed and there's a conviction, then a memorial sign can be put up in or near the spot. It may not be the exact spot that they were killed, but it has to be on a state road, no interstates or anything like that. But they have to apply to TDOT, and TDOT, I'm sure there's a link on the TDOT website, and MAD, I think, has a link to it as well.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Yes.
So, are you a part of MAD?
I am. They helped me. They've helped me some. In years past, when I was trying to get the programs going and everything like that, when Tyler was killed, I didn't know a lot about MAD. And at that point, nobody reached out to me from MAD. But since then, I have done some things with MAD. I've participated in honoring the officers and THP and everything. I can't even remember. Is it a night to remember? I think
that's what it's called.
Anyway, I participated in a couple of those. I helped pin some of the officers and everything at one of the programs that we went to. One of them I just attended and everything. And I've been at a lot of court proceedings down in Montgomery County. So it's hard to do everything.
Sure.
And we have a farm too, and we bought the farm after Tyler was killed because that's what he wanted to do, and we are doing what he wanted to do. We have cattle.
him.
We have cattle
Yeah.
in his memory. And we were looking for something already with him to find, farmland to find before he was killed so that we could help him do this. And Steve, my husband, wanted to go into that as well. So
I love it, and just a beautiful way that you're remembering your son. And if you knew Tyler, you know the family, and you want to participate, or you just an avid runner and just love getting out and running, this is a wonderful cause, opportunity for you to come out and remember a wonderful young man, and to draw attention to not getting behind the wheel of a car when you're not what you need to be. And, just can't say it enough. And, we did a PSA recently that's been running some on this radio station about the rise in DUI arrest and things like that. And it's just something we need to be constantly aware of, what you do when you get behind that wheel, and the danger you put people in if you're not at your best. So, and the distracted driving, all the kind of things that happen that can cause such great tragedy. And I, again, have listened to this stuff my entire career because I worked so long in traffic. And I tell everybody again, pray when you get behind that wheel and keep yourself safe and help keep everybody else safe so we don't have tragedies like what happened with Tyler. Let me do my break and we'll come back and we'll just kind of wrap it up. And I saw Lee Marie come in, and I know you're going to hang out with Lee Marie for the Go Show because we have on Wednesday, Lee Marie comes in here from 8 to 9 to do another hour of things just going on around the community. And she's wanting to talk to make sure that we really promote the run this Saturday out at Travis Price. So if you want to be a part of it, and maybe you've seen, the sign right there at Carrs Creek. I'm curious, why Carrs Creek? Let me ask you that.
our farm is just right over from there. And
See, I'm just down the road from
Yep.
you. Don't know if you knew that or not.
do.
Yeah, you just get on the creek and float down to my house.
That's right.
There you go.
Yep.
So very good. We're blessed, aren't we, to live
Yes.
right there on that creek. It's a good creek.
It
It
is.
is a really good creek. But, well, that's wonderful. And I'm so glad to know the story because I've seen his name. And when did y'all put that sign? When did the sign go up on 49 there
It's
at Carrs?
probably been about 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, but
I can't remember what year it was.
Yeah, but and just a great way to remember your son. So be a part of the fun run if you possibly can on Saturday. It's coming up, and we'll continue our conversation with Gina in just a moment. But we do need to talk about one of our sponsors, and you know who I'm going to talk about because I talk about them every single day. They are a full-time sponsor of this program. We're talking about Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. Let me just give you Rebecca's number just right out of the gate here, 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425. Write that number down if you have any need when it comes to the real estate community. And that means whether you're buying, whether you're selling, whether you're just thinking about buying or just thinking about selling. If you want to be a realtor, let them mentor you. Rebecca and Barry both, they didn't start out as realtors. She was a radiologist something like 18 years ago. He was a media marketing vice president up in Nashville and decided he wanted to go into real estate. They can mentor you because they come from diverse backgrounds. That diversity, too, of their background just gives them such a wealth of understanding when you come to them and say, well, I'm looking for a property for this. They're not going to waste your time because if they don't know, and odds are they do because they've done so many different things in their life, they're going to point you in the right direction with the information that you need to make sure they're not wasting your time, guys. And there's something else, too. And I mentioned this the other day. Something Barry mentioned one time when he was in, he said, if you know somebody that has been struggling and they got behind on their mortgage, tell them to call a realtor before they just give up and go into foreclosure because a realtor can very often, very uniquely help them to maybe restructure their loan, do something different, or maybe sell it before they have to get foreclosed on to where they don't lose their entire investment. Call a realtor and make sure that if you have somebody in your life that's going through that, tell them to call a realtor and see what is going on. And Barry and Rebecca, they're uniquely qualified to take care of that. She's one of the first in the area, but seniors real estate specialists. Again, with his marketing background, they're just very good at what they do. If you want to find out more about them, they're Cross-Planians. They've been there 28 years, I think. But they specialize in Robertson County properties, but also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. You can connect with them at sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, buy, B-U-Y, robertscounty.com. She is an agent up in White House. Barry is the broker right here in Springfield, has an office on the downtown square. So connect with them today, and please, you know what to tell them. Tell them you turn things out. Gina is in the house with me. Gina Head Fever. Am I saying last name right? And Mama to Tyler Head, who was tragically killed. Can you tell me again how many years ago it's been?
2012.
2012. So we're at that 12-year mark. So so y'all did this right after he passed then. You started this run immediately.
In 2013. He was killed in February, and of course,
So it was a full year later.
a full
and
year
then-
basically
okay.
later. We started in 2013
Wow,
because we
okay.
we wanted to do something. As a grieving parent, you never want your child to be forgotten.
No. Mm-mm.
And you try to find something good
Mm-hmm.
out of what has happened to your family. I mean, it basically devastated our family.
Of course. I can't even imagine.
And so we bought that farm in September of 2012, and then the run started in 2013. So and we got with APSU. They sort of walked us through how the scholarship part would go, and I got with Michelle Shanisi with Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and she, basically you just donate. But what I usually do is I try to wait until I know that, anonymous donors usually will say, I will match whatever's,
Certainly.
and so whatever we donate turns into double. So
Okay.
so if we donate 2,000, then it'll be 4,000.
Oh, wonderful.
And stuff like that. So I usually try and keep track of. Michelle tries to help me, make sure that I know when there's a double donation program going on during a certain time period and everything like that. And as far as drunk driving, it is the most preventable type of crime that can be done. I mean, there's so many choices. You can call a friend, you can call an Uber now, you can find a room to stay in, whatever. Just have a designated driver, please. I'm begging people, please do not drink and drive or drive impaired in any way. I mean, whether it's sleep deprivation or whether it's drugs, whatever. It just, don't do it.
Yeah, and I mean, you're talking about the gentleman that killed Tyler was also sleep deprived. And I had fallen asleep at the wheel before, and very thankful that the only person that got hurt was me. But it is something that we have to be. I mean, it's funny. I had a conversation with my husband this morning. I didn't sleep well last night. Well, I've got to go to Nashville tonight. So if you see my car pulled over in a parking lot, me just walking around the car, don't be worried about me. It's because I know that I've got to be mindful of that thing. You've got to be aware of what you're doing and your limitations and not take those chances, guys. And I can't say enough. God bless you for having to endure this. If I've been hit twice, and you just think how many people have been involved with accidents with impaired drivers, just don't do it, guys. Just don't do it. And what are we missing? Anything, Gina, that you want to cover that we haven't talked about?
I don't think
But,
so. Just everyone come out if you want to, walk. It's supposed to be, kind of pretty after all this cold weather that we've had. So
It's in the 50s.
yeah.
So yeah,
And
sun's shining. Yeah.
Yep. And I told my husband the other day, I said, I need some sunshine, and we, in all this weather, we've had to be out in it because we have cattle. We have to take care of the cattle.
You better believe it.
So I said, I need some sunshine.
Yes.
So
And,
y'all come out and just walk to your heart's content. I mean, you can warm up and start walking before the 5K starts. Some people do that. I think Chuck works for UNARCO, and I think UNARCO is going to have like a tent that has
wonderful.
like some coffee or hot chocolate or something like that. I don't know what all the plans are. They're planning that part of it, so I don't know. But I do know that's he told me that, and so I like I said, I don't know what they're doing, but if you don't want to walk or run, just come and mill around and talk to people.
So do you have sponsors for the run?
We do.
Okay, because I was going to say, I'm looking at Lee Marie came in with her shirt on. So we've got Smith Electric, we've got Remington Seed, UNARCO that you just mentioned. We've got Abby Head and Chuck Head and H&H Farms. Is that y'all?
That's us.
Okay, that's y'all. So what do y'all do at H&H Farms? You have cattle and
cattle.
Okay. So how many head do you run?
Right now we have 21 mamas.
Okay. So
Yep.
do you slaughter and sell beef, or how do you?
We basically sell the calves to sell barn.
people, okay.
But if people do want a beef, then they can come pick it out,
Oh wow.
and we will transport to their processor.
Okay, very good. So if you want it fresh, there you go.
Yeah.
I love it. So, but I just wish you all the success in the world, just continuing to remember your precious son. And again, just anytime you want to come in, if you have something coming on with either of the organizations, if you want to come in and just remind the kids to apply for the scholarship. Do you know what the deadline is on this?
No, but I will find that out and get
Find that out. Let's do something else on that, because there's so many scholarships that go untapped, and these kids, I mean, every penny helps.
It does.
And for our ag students, oh my goodness, we have really fallen behind in our agricultural studies, and I mean, we've got ones that'll go into it, but we need farmers, guys.
Yes, we do.
Oh my goodness, we need farmers.
You
Cannot
can
say enough about it.
You can always go and I think somehow with the ag department, you can probably go down there and visit the farm. They call it the farm.
Right.
And down at APSU and just take a tour of it and everything like that, and just see kind of what they're all about.
I love it. So wonderful program, wonderful way to remember your son. And so come again to the fun run. It's happening at Travis Price Park on Saturday. The time again, what time are you starting?
Registration 8:00.
Okay.
Fun run starts at 9.
Starts at 9, and it's on our wonderful greenway. It is beautiful. First run of the season. As we get going, just kind of teasing the idea that it's going to get warmer. The weather's looking really good for Saturday, so I think you'll be pleased if you'll get out and join them. And thank you for joining me. I'm going to have to get on down the road and get to school, and Gina's going to hang out and go through this again with Lee Marie, because we change audiences. Some people come in can't join me early, and they'll join Lee Marie here at 8:00. So, and remember too, all of our shows, you can find them at WSGI on the Facebook page. You can find them also on our YouTube page. I have them on my page, LaVern Vivio. So we've got this stuff archived. You can share these. If you hear something, you think, oh, so-and-so needs to hear that, well, share the link with them and help us promote what we have going on here at Ebenezer Broadcasting, because it is a very good thing that we have going on, and we want you to be a part of it. This is 1100 WSGI. God bless. And stay tuned for the Go Show coming up.